It's me and Topher here. And you guys, we have a little surprise. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Ah! We are pregnant! I guess I'm
Jensen's
pregnant. But we are pregnant. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Clear blue, pregnant. Boom.
Ultrasound.
Little tiny baby. Oh my gosh, you guys. This has been the craziest secret I have ever had to keep. Like, ever. And we'll get into it more, but it is so good to say it out loud and to finally tell you guys about everything. I have been so sick, and yeah, I'm just so excited to literally just have you guys know so you can, I don't know, now you know what's up with me, because I feel like I've been MIA on social media, and that's why, because I'm pregnant. Top's gonna be a dad.
Ooh.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. But you guys, we are so excited, and we thought it'd be fun to kind of like tell you about how we found out, how our families found out, how our friends found out, and just kind of like go through the little stories. Some of them we filmed, some of them we didn't, because I don't know why we didn't film like your family and stuff.
We just didn't.
We just didn't. I feel like you're sometimes just like, anytime
There's
I went
many
to
people, so it's too hard.
Yeah, that too. But I feel like too, when I was about to tell somebody, I was so nervous. So the last thing I was thinking about was like taking my phone out trying to film. But yeah, so we're pregnant, and it's the craziest thing literally ever in the whole entire world. Like, I feel like we're now like at a point where it like, it still doesn't feel real, but it feels real. Wouldn't you say?
A little.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so crazy. But so we found out, literally I was 4 weeks, 2 days. So as soon as I was 2 days late for my period, I took a test, and that's when we found out. So we've known for a really long time, I'll get into how we found out. But right now, as we're talking, I am 12 weeks pregnant, which is crazy that we've known for 8 weeks, 2 months of our lives we've known.
Wow.
I know. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. That's way longer than I thought.
I know,
Seems
2
like
months.
a month.
I know. Crazy. Okay, so should we just get into it?
Go for it.
Okay, so set the scene. Let's just talk about how we found out. So we had tried, so we knew there was a possibility that we could be pregnant, and it's really weird, but like right before I was about to supposedly start my period, I was having these really weird, like vivid dreams, like really weird. I wouldn't say they were like scary, but they were just like super vivid, that I like about being like pregnant or like having a baby. And I actually saw, I don't want to say like I saw, but there was a little boy that I had in my arms at one point in the bed with us, and I was like, it was just really real and kind of weird. And then I noticed like my skin starting to change, like it became really like oily, starting to get acne, which I haven't had acne for a while. So it's just weird. And then the biggest factor was me being late for my period, because I was really, really regular with my period, like always 28 days. So as soon as I was late, I was like, okay, I think I should definitely take a test. So we were at Topher's family's house. It was a Sunday dinner, and we're heading home, and to go home we passed like a Walgreens, and I was like, Toph, can we stop and get a pregnancy test? Like, I legit feel like I just felt different. But I had said that a million times.
Yeah, that was like the 90th time we've done that.
Yeah, like even when I had an IUD, I was like convinced I was pregnant, whatever. So, but they were like, now that I know that I was pregnant, like, I definitely felt different. Like, it was just different. So I was like, please just stop. Let's get a pregnancy test. It'll just like ease my anxiety a little bit. So he stopped. I got 2 tests. I got the one that's like the blue dye, and then I got the digital one, because I was like, I'll need to know for sure that I am or am not. I feel like sometimes with the lines, it's just super funny. So then we get home, and
You didn't want to take it.
no, so I had read, about your HCG levels, that they're higher in the morning or whatever. Like your first pee is supposed to be like, your levels are supposed to be higher. So I think too, I didn't want to like be sad if it was negative if I tested. So I'm like, I want to wait till the perfect moment to test, whatever. But then literally you were like, I will not go to bed tonight if you don't test. So this is like my favorite, I don't know, it's so us. But literally, so we're in the bathroom, Topher hands me the test, like literally you undid the packaging, hand it to me, and I peed on it, of course, and then I hand it to him, and as I'm handing him the test, he's like looking at it, but like not really, I'm handing it, and I can see, it was the craziest, like I could see the test go positive. And I literally looked at you and I was like, babe, that means positive. And we just literally looked. Do you even remember this moment?
Yeah, I remember it.
Oh my gosh. But literally, it was the craziest feeling in the whole entire world. And I'm just looking at him like, oh my heck. Like, that means I'm pregnant. And for a second, you can talk about your emotions, but I'll talk about my emotions first. So for a second, it's literally like shock. You're kind of like, what the heck? Because I had never gotten like a positive pregnancy test. So it was my first time looking at a test and being like, holy crap, I'm actually pregnant. And then literally after like a second of shock was just like a rush of emotions of literally just like, I just started crying. Like hysterically crying. It just is, yeah, like you can never describe that moment unless you've like personally had that moment of just like all the emotions that run through your head, where it's like excitement, fear, like just so many emotions, and you're just like, holy crap. And I just remember like touching my belly and being like, there is like, obviously it's not really a baby at that point, but I'm like, there is a baby in me, and like, oh my gosh, it's freaking nuts. But so my emotions were kind of just like crying, and you'll see in the video. But what were your emotions? Because you didn't like,
There's just more shock. I didn't really feel like it was a real thing that was happening.
yeah, like
And I
it
still
was,
like
yeah.
it's up until we actually got an ultrasound. It was kind of like something that was in the back of my head, like, oh, she's pregnant, but it wasn't a real thing yet.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It was more just seeing your reaction and then kind of making it real, but still kind of like it was.
But yeah, no, it's seriously,
happening.
it did not feel real until we went to the ultrasound and heard the baby's heartbeat. Like, it's just crazy because it's literally, yeah. But it was cute because I mean, in the midst of me, like, full blown, like, crying, red face, didn't look very cute, Topher picked up the phone and filmed me. And I think I'll watch that video. Why am I about to start crying? But no, that video was just, it's so cute. So thanks for doing that. But yeah, so we found out, it was November 7th. It was the day we found out. And
God, do you remember?
I could tell you all the days. But yeah, it was November 7th. And I'll never forget, so after we came home, if you have watched this show Yellowstone, it's literally our favorite show. And that night was the night of the premiere of Yellowstone, right?
Yeah. I think the first episode.
It was the first episode.
Season.
So find out I'm pregnant. We like come and sit on the couch and we're just like, holy freaking crap. And then I was like, I think I'm gonna just shower. And I think it was just me being like, what is happening? So I took a shower and then we came and we watched Yellowstone. And I'm watching Yellowstone and I'm like invested, but then I'm also just like, my life is completely different. Like it was not, yeah, it was just like reality. It sounds so weird, but reality was just like shifted and was just like, oh my gosh. So that's how we found out. It was literally, it was so perfect. Just, I don't know. Like, you see a lot of women like take a test and then they like surprise the husband. You were literally like
holding the test.
Holding
but I had
the
no idea what it meant.
That's the thing. He had no, I was like, babe, that means pregnant. Like, and he was like,
yeah, the lines are confusing.
oh, it is confusing. But we're
Whatever.
pregnant. What?
What'd you just find out?
Oh my god. Babe. Oh my gosh, this is real life.
Why are you crying?
I don't know. It's just a rush of emotions.
Why?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What are we gonna do with a baby? Oh my gosh. There's a baby in me. It's not even a baby, but it's a baby in me. Oh my gosh. We waited until 7 weeks to tell my parents. So literally those 3 weeks.
Like right before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it was right before Thanksgiving. I don't remember
Literally
the day.
the day before Thanksgiving.
No, it was
2 days before Thanksgiving.
So it was the
23rd? I don't know. I don't know what day Thanksgiving was on. It's on a Thursday.
We could look it up. Yeah.
So it was on a Tuesday.
Okay, so it was a Tuesday. I don't know the date. But yeah, but those 3 weeks of literally not telling anyone was really hard because it's like the craziest moment of your entire life and you just kind of like have to keep it to yourself. But it was fun because it was something that like me and Topher, like it was like our own secret that we only knew. And so yeah, that was fun. But so, it was kind of stressful. So my parents, Riley still lives at home with my parents. And so we were trying to, we didn't want to tell Riley yet, but we wanted to tell my mom and dad. But we were trying to time it right so Riley wasn't at home and both of my parents were at home. And that's kind of rare, like on a weekday, because my dad's really busy, whatever. So I called my mom and I was like, hey, are you and dad home? And she was like, yeah, we're home, but dad has to leave pretty soon. And I was just like, oh, like how soon? She's like, oh, I don't know, but he has to go. And I was just like, frick. And so we kind of panicked, hurry and put a pregnancy test in an Amazon box. Topher like printed a fake label and put it on the Amazon box, and we put the pregnancy test in it. And we hurry and race to my parents' house. And first I wanted to make sure like Riley wasn't home because I had no idea where Riley was. She wouldn't text me back. So I was like, we like didn't know what to do. So I was like, keep the thing outside. And then I walked in. My parents were both home sitting down, and I was like, grab it. Like I like.
It was so awkward.
It was so awkward the timing, but I looked at Topher and I was like, grab the box. Then he grabs it and he like sets it down on the table. He's like, oh, this is out on the front porch for you guys. And I was like, oh, what is that? Like just so awkward. Because my parents aren't gonna just like open a box as soon as they get, you know. And I think I said something like, oh, it's like addressed to you and dad. That's weird. And I don't even remember. I was like, open it or something. So then my mom grabs the box. She's like over in the corner, like opening it. Did I forget something?
No, just have them watch the video.
I know, but I just want to give
No, you just ruin it.
No, I'm not ruining it.
You do. You tell them the whole thing before.
Okay, I'll shut up. So, watch this video.
Is it the Cafe Galleria? Pizzeria Galleria? No, Cafe Galleria. Oh. So it is in Midway. I was right, but yeah. Good. She got this reservation like 2 months ago. It's a pregnancy test.
Are you shitting me? When did you find this out, you guys? When did you find this out?
Literally, well, I mean, I'm 7 weeks.
So now that you guys know, so we put the pregnancy test in the box. My mom goes to open it. She screams. My dad says a swear word. So funny. Literally, it was like, of course, that's how they reacted. And it was just fun because, two, I was starting to not feel so great, and I wanted to, like, I don't know, there's a lot of uncertainties with, like, pregnancy and, like, things that are happening to you. You want to make sure that you're okay. My dad's a PA, so I just wanted to be able to, like, ask him questions and talk about how I was feeling, if he needed to call me in any medications. So when we told him, it was seriously, it was so much fun. I was just crying, literally. Yeah. So I was just emotional crying. It almost felt like we weren't allowed to tell our parents that we were pregnant. Like, it felt like it was,
you were a teenager.
we were a teenager, like, Mom, I'm pregnant. But then we told them, and it was so much fun.
Yeah.
And then, what did we tell after that?
Told my no, we told your sisters.
We told
the
my
next
sisters.
Day.
Okay, so the next, or 2 days later, it was Thanksgiving. My mom was like, oh, you should do it on Thanksgiving.
No, she's like, you're doing it on Thanksgiving.
She was like, you're doing it on Thanksgiving. But also she was like, it's so nice because everyone's just going to be there. Like, you're not going to have to set up be like, can we get everyone together, and be like obvious about it. Like, everyone was there, so it was just super easy. So I'll explain the game so they know. So last Christmas, my mom, it was Christmas Eve, and she was like, oh, I came up with this really fun game. It's like a saran wrap ball game. So pretty much it's a huge, like, big saran wrap ball, and, like, in between the layers of the saran wrap are, like, gift cards, treats, candy, money, whatever. And at the center of it is usually, like, the big prize or whatever. So Topher had the fun idea he was like, well, what if we did that game and put the pregnancy test in the middle of it? So the game is, you roll dice. If you roll doubles, you get to unravel the saran wrap ball, and you're all just, like, sitting in a circle and just waiting to do it. So we get the family, we sit down, my mom's like, oh, I did a saran wrap ball game. And we were like, yay, freaking out. But me and Topher were just like, we were like, didn't even really care to play the game because we were just so nervous. But then my mom, luckily, it's not the best filming, but my mom filmed, like, the entire game. And so we'll show that really quick.
Double, excuse me. Crap, crap, crap.
You gonna hold her?
I got it.
Say guitar.
I don't know.
Doubles.
No, Dad.
It's a pen. It's a diamond-plated pen.
What crap is this?
If Dad gets it, I'm so mad. Oh, shoot.
Ready?
Come on.
It's a USB drive.
$4,000.
I feel like last year we broke doubles so much.
It's kind of stinky.
Pregnancy test.
Get it, get it.
What is it? What is it?
It says pregnant.
It says! Let's
It
zoom
says
in
it's
on
pregnant.
that.
She's
Pregnant.
pregnant.
Topher, congrats!
He's like, what's going on?
He's just like, what is happening? I'm having a cousin. You're gonna be a cousin. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. exciting.
Congrats, dude. How far along is she?
Jensen, when did you find out?
I found out so soon.
No, like, what you did, like, so, like, where were you? What was the setting?
So funny. I feel like I have to break down a couple things. So first, it was really funny because my dad, like the last like 3 rounds of the game, he was lying and like saying he was rolling doubles, but he wasn't, because he wanted to be the one that unwrapped it, because say if I did or Lindsay did, people will think like, oh, is that Jensen's pregnancy test? Whatever. So my dad did it, and as soon as it's like unraveled, Brinley rolls doubles and she goes, grabs the pregnancy test and is like it was shocked, but
Did
it
she
was
like pull off the cap or something?
yeah, like she either like pulled off the cap or whatever, but she literally like grabbed it with her hands, which is, sorry Brinley, you touched my pee. But then everyone was kind of like looking around like,
And then
'cause
you're
it could
just
have been-
crying. So then it was like dead giveaway.
because it could have been me, Brinley, Lindsay. No, it just didn't have like a name on it. It was just a pregnancy test. But I'm sitting there awkwardly, like tears rolling down my face, like they're like, it's probably Jensen. And honestly, that was such a fun moment, because like telling your sisters, like, I don't know, they just were so happy for me, and like there's so many screams and cries, and it's just like fun after like not being able to tell anybody to telling you're literally like my best friends. It was like the best. It was so much fun, and the way that we did it was just so fun. So that was telling my family, and then next we told Topher's family.
So my family, because there's a ton of us and not everyone was going to be there for Thanksgiving or anything, but it was majority of them were there, so we knew we kind of just had to tell who was there.
Yeah.
And we just got Ace because he's the new big brother, I guess, to baby.
Yes.
And we knew it was going to be hard to try to do a game or anything with little kids and stuff running around everywhere. So
yeah. So this is the day after Thanksgiving.
Is it?
Yeah, it was the day after.
Phil's left out. So, because he's the new big brother, so we ended up just going to Hobby Lobby, and they had like iron-on things that said Big Brother or something like that.
Oh yeah, I had a little stencil, like a little iron-on stick that said Big Brother.
So we just got a t-shirt that said that, and then we're at my house, and they were trying to do Christmas trees and stuff. And
oh yeah, they were trying to bring in the Christmas tree, and they were like, his dad was like, okay, let's go get it. And Topher was putting the shirt on Ace, and I was like, okay, you need to wait for Topher. And he was like, why do I need to wait for Topher? I was like, just wait for Topher. Like, I have never been so like forward with your dad. But I was like,
everyone's like,
just
why
wait.
is she being so...
But I literally was like, just wait for Topher. And then it was perfect timing, because right then
Ace walked out
Yeah.
and revealed the big secret.
I know. It was fun because, I mean, obviously Ace doesn't wear shirts. So as soon as they saw, like, why is Ace wearing a shirt? Then they kind of looked at the shirt and it said Big Brother, and they started freaking out.
Yeah. But it's funny because a couple nights before, we went to dinner with just my siblings in, like, literally a snow globe, pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
And it's literally like you're trapped in this little ball, pretty
it's
much.
like, you probably have seen it. It's literally just like a globe. You have like dinner or lunch in this globe. It looks like a snow globe. So it's literally enclosed. I mean, like when the waiter comes in, they open it. You can get out and open it. But I was like sitting.
You were in the worst spot in the very back. And it's like, if a smell is in there or anything, it's like you're trapped. So like, but Jensen, my sisters are ordering, and Jensen is just snapping.
Oh, I was.
It was so funny.
So the thing was, So I kind of started feeling sick around like the end of 6 weeks. When I was 7 weeks, I was very sick. So the thing that would like calm my stomach if I was sitting at a restaurant was like having like a Diet Coke or something like bubbly to settle my stomach. So we're sitting there and they're asking so many questions about the menu, and all I'm thinking about is I'm about to throw up. So I need a drink ASAP, and they were taking, my emotions are a little crazy, but my biggest thing was literally like, I'm gonna throw up if I don't have something to drink. So my emotions were a little crazy then, and they could tell. One of his sisters was like, I was gonna say at dinner the other night, you were acting a little. I'm like, perfect. Now I feel bad, but literally it was just me sitting there and being like, I'm gonna throw up, I need a drink, or else this is gonna be bad. But too funny. Yeah, so we told all of our family at 7 weeks, and I know a lot of you are probably thinking like, oh, that's pretty early to be telling people. And I think, yes, like it was, but it was the only time where literally, because Topher has 6 sisters, and a lot of them live away from Utah, so it's like having them here, that's not gonna happen for like the next holiday or summer. So it was kind of like, we wanted to tell them in person. And also, my biggest thing is if anything happens, or if anything happens with the pregnancy, if I miscarry, I would want my family to know anyways. Like, I would want that support. So that was kind of my reasoning by it. But I didn't want to announce to like social media and everything until I was 12 weeks. Yeah. So family knew, and then a couple weeks later, like I told my best friends, and that was so much fun. Topher told a couple of his friends.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so fun, like just to see people's reactions, because I don't know, it's just fun, because it's just a fun time in life. And yeah. Is that it?
Went to fetal photos and heard the heartbeat the first time.
Yeah, okay, so at 8 weeks, there's a place in Utah. My, like, first doctor's, like, ultrasound isn't until, well, it's tomorrow.
Well, today.
Today? Or, I don't know when I'm going to be posting this, but I have my appointment tomorrow, my 12-week appointment with my doctor, just to do my first ultrasound with the doctor. But they have this place in Utah called Fetal Photos, and they have ultrasound techs that work there, and you can go literally anytime you want and see baby. So we went, so the earliest they do it is 8 weeks, just because that's usually when it's easier to find like the heartbeat and everything. Okay, so that's baby at 8 weeks. And
oh, that's baby.
oh, is that upside down?
I don't know. It makes it backwards.
Oh my gosh, will you take that away from him? I'm sorry, buddy, can you play with your other pig? So then we have a video of the first ultrasound and like hearing the heartbeat and everything, so we'll show that here. But it was just so, that was like Topher said in the beginning, just that's what made it. Oh. All done, Ace. Play with your piggy. Play with that piggy.
Ace.
Look, you're silent, piggy. Oh, Topher's showing you all of Ace's pigs. But yeah, so that's when it like literally became so real, was when we went to the ultrasound, and that was so fun.
Is this your first baby?
Yes.
That's so exciting.
No.
It's crazy. Get it all up and down. Right. Is your bladder pretty full?
Yes. I'm like, I feel like I kind of have to pee right now.
Hey, there's baby.
Oh.
Oh.
And there's just one.
I just see one, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this looks like a real pig. Before you might be just a little quiet, the baby's pretty small.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna just see if we can hold baby in a little bit better.
But it's kind of looking like a baby. Like you can see like the head and like the body a little bit.
That's not my heart. No, that is the baby's heart. go down from there, and it hangs out between about 120 and 180 for the remainder of the pregnancy.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
That's the big news.
Just a normal day.
Just a normal day. No, it's an exciting day. I really have been so excited to tell all you guys because a lot of my life is literally sharing on YouTube or on social media, and I felt like I've had to hide a part of me that's been so big. And, which I mean, whatever. I'll have so much time to share, but it's like I've been really, really sick. So a lot of the time, literally, I've just been on the couch or in bed. So, but yeah, now the secret's out, and I'm so happy you guys know. This has literally been, I don't know, it's just such a fun time. We're really, really excited. We don't know baby's gender yet.
It's a boy.
I think it's a boy. I really do think it's a boy.
Kidding.
Topher
It's a girl.
Topher thinks it's a girl. I think it's a boy. Who knows? But we'll do a gender reveal at 14 weeks. So stay tuned for that. And also, I want to do a lot of just like pregnancy stuff because it's fun for me. It's like what I'm going through right now. A lot of like pregnancy videos. But that is how we found out we were pregnant and our families and everything. We hope you enjoyed this video. It was a fun one to make. Because it's fun to like sit and like think about your emotions and stuff.
So fun.
So fun. But
Like
yeah.
therapy.
It's like therapy to the camera. But
Yeah.
we hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, bye guys.